Hello, monsters abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 37 of my Skarsnik campaign. Warlord of 8 Peaks, and we can actually say that now because we do have Karak 8 Peaks under our control, in our sticky grasp. Why is the grasp sticky? I'll leave that to your imagination, that's fine. So we've got deep passageways. They're coming along. Very nice. That'll let us recruit Orc boys and Orc Arrow boys. Pointless, I know, but then we can actually get, you know, big uns and black orcs and all that kind of good stuff. We also have the big fort being constructed here, and we can get the immortals and black orcs, so that's good. Are the immortals, is that still Faith Overhaul, or maybe that's inbuilt? I'm not entirely, I don't really know. It's fine, we'll find out. That'll be exciting. Okay, so we're heading towards Karakazal with Skarsnik and Grimgore, his new best buddy. So that's nice. We've got a couple of wars as well. We're doing really. I think this is under control now. I think we're in a good place. If we can finish off these dwarf armies, so we've got Thorgrim and the White Dwarf, Grombrindle. Well, we can finish them off, drive them out of the mountains. I think we are in a really good position. We just need to make sure that once we do defeat them, they don't pop back up over in this direction and hit us from the west. But Nala is patching himself up in Barak Var. We had quite a nasty fight at Akendorf, where we beat Belagar. Belagar is now down for the count, and it looks like the public order there is dropping considerably. Nagbad is moving up to assist Skraga up in the north, where it's all snowy. Winter is coming. And we've got Wazhumper. Wazhumper's just lookout, just in case any dwarf armies spawn around here, so we have to deal with that. Otherwise, it's all looking very promising. Money-wise, not so good, but I think we did see that Karakazal's going to give us a fair amount of cash if we can sack it, which we're totally going to do. Here comes our war armies. Don't underway on top of us, because then we won't be able to move. That'll be really annoying. Looks like Manfred is in a little bit of trouble. Good. I think we beat up most of his large armies, and that's left him with less to defend his empire with. Oh, yeah, Manfred's definitely having a little bit of trouble over there. Like Gesundheit is under siege. Will he be able to leave it? Ah! Pickus is back, ready for action. Very good. I thought I had the mod that made Karak 8 Peaks my capital, but apparently not. Not that it really matters, I guess, because you can't really do anything. The capital doesn't really do anything special as far as I'm aware, so no big deal. Okay. Now what I think I want to do is get Grimgore to lay siege to Karakazal. We're going to give the Immortals banner to the Crimson Killers. That's going to give them more armour, more melee defence and leadership, which is going to make them quite beefy. I mean, they're beefy already, but now they're doubly beefy. So let's get some siege towers up, because that's going to help. And then Skarsnik is going to wipe out this army that's just spawned. Send him running away. Finish him off. Pop. Still on the captives. Other tricksters, shards, shroom gatherers. Yep. And can we... Now I want to be in range of Grimgore. I can't. Ideally, I want to... Where's the white dwarf gone? Where's he gone? This could be bad. Where is he? He's hiding. Clever girl. Okay, well the white dwarf's around here somewhere. We do have, 4 armies, which I think should be more than enough to deal with them. So, Grimgore has a skill point. Excellent. What do we want to give him? So, okay. He's got quite a few of the red skills. Armor piercing for Black Orc units. Extra charge, I think so. It's going to mean our Black Orcs do extra 9 armor piercing damage and 12 charge bonus. Holy crap, the Crimson Killer's got 82 weapon strength. They do 48 armor piercing damage and 20 for bonus in... Oh, gee, they just mince things. If they get into combat, they will just chew things to pieces. Excellent. Okay, so Grombrindle's around here somewhere. He's hiding. He might... I don't quite know where I can see. He might be around here somewhere, potentially. Got to keep an eye out for him. He's out there. Do I want any buildings? I can't really afford any. And you're recuperating. Let's get Nagbad up to help out with Skraga. And Floater, he's here just so he can resettle Karag Dron for us.
No mercy!
Argor, Badaxe, you're gonna get Vindictive Glare. Seems like a good option. And Shroom Sniffer. You... Do I want... You're just kind of keeping a lookout, really. I just want to see what Manfred's up to, if anything. Just in case. Anyone else? Ah, Pig Kisser. Yeah, you know what? It would be nice to have you around here just in case the White Dwarf decides to poke his horrible shriveled little nose up. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, you've taken Akendorf for me. Thanks. I guess. Wow, those rebel armies, not really... I mean, I guess they had the defense at Gesundheit as well, so that's probably how that works. Morga giving no shits, though.
Welcome, stranger. Start talking.
Lord Skrolk. No, I'm not going to give you any money. That's where I draw the line. Uh-oh. Watch out, Morga.
Before you says anything, Gopper ain't eating today.
You want a peace treaty. A respite from war is a healthy thing. Well, considering you're bloody miles away, can I demand some cash from you? There we go. Easy peasy. Ugh. Right, we might lose Gorgazan, but considering we've got most of the mountains now, I'm not so bothered about that. Once we've got the mountains and our sort of like borders are fairly secure, we can sweep westward. Okay. Oh. Helen Hutt Anderson tried to shank Hod's Cub Shroom Sniffer. But fortunately he managed to dodge it and Parabomb's down. And that. And that. And we got some tech.
Boss?
You try and shank me, I shank you back.
I'll take
That's how you shank
boss.
someone. Critical success. Good job. And with that, let's give you Slippery. You're level 37. Gee, you've got a lot of... You're pretty beefy. Let's go with Elusive. Because that's what you are. Okay, still... Oh, no, still no sign of the White Dwarf. Where's he gone? It's quiet. Too quiet. Maybe I just can't see him. Oh, there he is. No, he's still in his... I thought he was hiding, but no, it's just because I couldn't see him. That's fine. Okay, so we got siege engines coming up. I think we're definitely going to need siege towers to take the city. That should be fine. We've got them coming. In fact, Grimgore, what do you have? You've got Immortals. Is there anything else we can give you that's fun? No, not really. You're just going to have to make do with what you've got. Potion of Full Hardness and Talisman Endurance are pretty good. I think you'll be fine with that.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
Right.
You need help? Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
2,500 to colonise it. Yeah, that's worth it.
Boss? Who can I stab?
No one. You're going back in your box to try and help us with our little income problem. Because it is a problem. Okay, we've got lots of obedience there. That's good. Do I want to... That'll give me 3,000. That'll give me 9,000. Do I really want Ackendorf? It's a bit of a crap hole. I could build a pile of shiny stuff, I guess. And it would... It's basically protecting me from Blackfire Pass. So... I guess I could keep it? What about Zvorak? 10,000? Ooh. Okay, I think we're going to go on a little journey.
Ready for bossing?
Skraga is going to accumulate some funds for us by stealing them. Well, no, not stealing. Borrowing for an indeterminate length of time. That sounds better. Right, Nagbad, you're moving up. I just don't think we're going to be able to take that city by ourselves. I mean, it's going to take a few turns to get. Let's get some siege towers being built. Although we do have breaches in the wall. Actually, we've got lots of breaches in the wall. Ah, well, yeah, well, siege towers never hurt anyone. I mean, apart from the city you're sieging, obviously, that tends to be how that works. So a few turns away from... Well, are we? I mean, we could try. Wall strength is quite low. But I think we're going to have to wait for the siege towers. Because then we can get the Crimson Killers, the Orc Biggins, and Grimgore up on the wall. And frankly, I don't think any city is going to hold against that. And then we can get a lot of cash from Karakazal. At the same time, Skraga's going to get some funds from raiding dwarf settlements. So that seems like that will work quite well. Wazhumper. Okay, there's a dwarf army down there, and they are recruiting. That's not necessarily a good thing. Nagbad, you're going to have to hurry up. Could get occupied Kazakarak. That would bring in more cash. It does cost 7,500. I'm going for it. Could be a bad idea. Right, what about... Do I want to get extra range and reload time reduction? Or Arachnarok spiders? Weapon strength would be nice though. Let's go for bigger wheels. Orcs like things that are bigger, so they pimp their chariots with large wheels. Makes sense. Death Pass. Let's get extort income for cash. Is there anywhere else we can extort income? Give it here. What are you doing? Yeah, you're going income there. 8 peaks. I kind of want the growth there though, to be honest. Let's go for that. Right. We might just have to go with the... one siege tower, because we're getting dangerously low on cash. These all belong to the Wood Elves. Ugh. That's no good. Wood Elves just build stupid outposts. You can't raid those. Sack them. There's nothing there. Just a bunch of hemp and loots. Uh-oh. Beastmen down. I think they got caught in the defence. Is it worth trying to defend this? I mean, there's only a bunch of crossbows and halberdiers. You know what? I think it might be worth trying. What's the worst that can happen? Well, at least these gobos are very excited about what's about to happen. The Telia are attacking a Gore Gazana. They've got a couple of rams. I never know why they build more than one ram and then just send them both against the same gate. But sure, whatever. I guess maybe one's destroyed, but it takes quite a lot to destroy these siege engines. It doesn't often happen. So we've got 2 siege towers heading for the walls. We've got a lot of crossbows. In fact, half their army is crossbows. That's going to be their downfall. The rest of it is halberdiers. And then they're led by an Empire Lord. Well, Attilian Lord, actually, but still, same thing. Okay, so we've got some cavalry over on this other gate, which is not being attacked. So, going to do a little bit of sallying out they come. We've got a couple of units of forest goblin spider riders, a couple of wolf riders, and some squig hoppers. And there's a nice squishy blob of crossbows over there. Can you see what's going to happen here? Good, glad. So these siege towers are going to hit the walls, and we do have some goblins on the walls, and they're just there to basically slow them down. Down the ground here we've got some goblin archers, we've got some squigs, we've got quite a few knight goblins, and even more archers and some trolls. Basically, anyone who manages to get up on the walls should end up being a pincushion, and because they're all halberdiers, they have no shields. A couple of the units are breaking off to try and deal with our cavalry, but our cavalry obviously a lot quicker, plus they're going to get sniped by the towers. There we go, we're sneaking in behind. These crossbows, I think, have probably seen what's about to happen. They're turning to face the threat.
No surrender!
Unfortunately, they're just not going to be able to get that many shots off before the cavalry hits them. Their lord is in the mix here, but we're just going to basically ignore him. He'll get a few kills, but our target is the crossbows. We're going to take the crossbows out, munch as many as possible before the infantry arrive, and then run away. While that's going on, some of the units have managed to reach the wall. Maybe they come up on the ladders, but again, they're just not... I mean, they're going to be winded from climbing the wall. And in actual fact, they're not an awful lot better than the well, they are, but we're shooting at them and at our own goblins, but it's more important that we kill them. So we do have a unit that's managed to come through the gate that's been taken down, but it looks like they're going for the archers that are just around this corner. But there's something else around this corner. Squigs! And some trolls coming up behind them. So that's not going to end very well for them. No, that did not. Cavalry is now breaking off. There's a few units of crossbows that have sort of fled over in this direction. We're going to munch on them. The rest of the crossbows are trying to reform to open fire on the walls again. And there's a unit of halberdiers that's moving up to try and attack. But again, just so slow. It's been chasing us the entire time. It's not going to be able to reach us before we sneak around it again. In the city itself, the general has managed to get himself into combat with all of these night goblins. Unfortunately, night goblins are quite short. He's on a horse, which is quite tall, and the archers are making good use of that. Although we are hitting a lot of our own goblins, it doesn't really matter because we're hitting a lot of him as well. That is not a good number of arrows to have stuck in you. To be honest, anything more than 0 arrows is generally considered bad. Most of his army's routing, and our cavalry is coming in for another go. This time they don't have the support of their general, or any of their infantry. Spider Riders coming in to finish off that last unit of crossbows. Squigs eating this unit over here. And it just looks like there's one unit of halberdiers left. Another unit's managed to get up onto the wall, but they're now the targets of the archers down below. So they're taking some damage, not an awful lot, but enough to cause them concern. Plus army losses are mounting. And the goblins have actually started winning on the walls, so that's how you know this is going so badly for the Tillians. The unit of halberdiers here has been hit by, well, from every angle by our cavalry just before they managed to get to the tower, and they've immediately broken. That's obviously not going to go very well for them. And in the city centre here, Leonardo is trying to decide whether he needs a change of career. One where you don't get arrows shot in your face would probably be good. He's managed to block some just with his fist. What a man. I think that's because his shield's are moving. You going to try and run away, Leonardo? That going to work for you? Nope. I like how some of our cheering goblins got arrows in the face while they were cheering. That's gobbos for you. Right, well that's put Telia down for the count just for the moment. And of course we'll get a lot of cash for that. And I'm going to take even more cash, I think, because fightiness doesn't matter for the garrison. That's going to send Leonardo. Did we kill Leonardo? Was Leonardo the general? Is Leonardo the faction leader? I think he might be. Him and the rest of the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Right, are we actually going to... No, we're just going to throw ourselves at Ekron's wall and die. And the... Yeah, they're dead as well. Okay. Okay, well... Sewerguard, no, not now. Don't even really think that... That event must be a Steel Faith Overhaul thing. Not sure of the real point of it, to be honest. Doesn't really seem to do much. Right, we do have 2 siege towers, so I think hitting Karak Azul is going to be a good option. We'll do that next. That'll be our next battle. In the meantime, Nala, you're going to just auto-resolve that one. Thank you very much. And just sack it for a little bit of extra income, which will be good. Where can we actually... We can scooch over there. Do a little bit of raiding just to get a little bit more income. You're level 39, my goodness. Let's get War. It's 25 seconds plus 50 melee attack for units within 40 meters. That's pretty nice. Now, War, I don't particularly want you taking... Do I? I mean... Would that matter? You know what, I don't particularly want it. The dwarves can keep it for the moment. Just go over that direction. I don't want you to hit it first because I want it, but it'll keep you out of trouble.
You need help.
I need you to move through the underway and get up there. Largug, you can have Vindictive Glare. And then Wazhumper, keep an eye on these dwarves over here. Yeah, definitely recruiting. So we need to be a little bit careful. Hozcub, you are just getting attacked by everyone. Can you assassinate this guy? You failed, but you got a skill point for it, so that's not too bad. You're level 38. Have fleet-footed because being speedy is always nice. Oh, we've got the big fort, so we can now recruit the immortals. So, Regiment of Renowned, legendary unit, melee expert, damage dealer, juggernaut. Does that mean? No, I think we have to be there to recruit them.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
Alright, well, we're going to go for Karakazor. We're going to sack it for the cash and then occupy it afterwards. It's a hell of a motley horde, isn't it? So Grimgore is leading the charge. In fact, he's pushing one of these towers by himself. Grimgore is in this tower here. Crimson Killers, and we've got 2 Orc-Biggin units in these ones here. We've got a lot of Night Goblins and sneaky, nasty Skulkers backing us up. And Skarsnik's arrived, but only Skarsnik from his army. We've also got a couple of units coming in from that direction as well. This time, Grimgore isn't just solo charging a gate. Nope, no, enough of that silliness. It's not happening. That is not happening here. He is in the siege tower, and he's just coming up to the wall now. Once these units are close enough, the rest of the army is going to move up. There we go. They start moving up now. Biggin's going to arrive at an empty wall, whereas Grimgore and the Crimson Killers are going to arrive right in the midst of some Dwarf Rangers. Grimgore starts his killing. Eventually. Gonna start killing Grimgore? There we go, that's better. Crimson Killers spilling out of their siege tower. These guys are just mincing machines. These dwarves are going to die by the hundreds. As long as they don't get targeted by missile units, they will just carve their way through. The gate has fallen and outspill. The giants, arachnoid spiders and trolls, but not before they get explosive chucked in their faces. They're all on fire. That's not great, but that'll be fine. It'll be fine. They'll come through. Our big uns come charging out, so they're going to engage the Grumbling Guard. And they're also going to charge up this hill over here towards the... There's some Dwarf Warriors here and their artillery. There's quite a lot of artillery over here. And there's a unit of Dwarf Warriors over in this corner. However, the main issue down here is going to be the fact that Thorgrim is in attendance, and Thorgrim is basically going to shore up the already pretty damn bloody sturdy morale of the dwarves, which means these guys aren't going to break. So how's Grimgore doing? Grimgore is doing fine. He's having a lovely time with their Night Goblins spilling out. The Crimson Killers have been busy. They've already racked up 109 kills, and they're now looking for their next target because they've killed everyone on the wall. Nothing left over. Thankfully there's lots of targets. It's a dwarf target-rich environment. Orc-Biggins slowly cacking their way through the Grumbling Guard there. And we're still stuck at the gate. They are doggedly hanging on. Crimson Killers have engaged this unit of Rangers. These Rangers are not really going to be able to stand up to the Crimson Killers. Look at their health just drop as they just get hacked to pieces. It's not even close. Yeah, winning decisively, I'm not sodding surprised. Yeah, those Rangers did not last very long. Grimgore's finished killing his lot as well, up to 24 kills. Not quite the number of the Crimson Killers, but there is only one Grimgore. There's quite a few Crimson Killers, so... now that does mean we can now charge into the blob defending the gate. Grimgor's come down as well to lead his Crimson Killers. They're going to slowly hack their way through. We've had to throw some Goblin Spears at these long beards to keep them in place. Our Orc Biggins have been doing quite well, but they've had to fight off a few units. The ones over here have been basically bogged down. We've got some nasty Skulkers to assist, but they're getting axes thrown in their face. That's not very friendly. That is not very friendly at all. Back at the gate, Crimson Killers continuing their murder spree. You can see the number of dwarves defending the left side, or the right side, their right side of the gate, is significantly less than it was before. There's a now big pile of dwarf corpses. How many have the dwarves lost? Yeah, they've lost over almost 1,000 dwarves. Now Thorgrim has been racking up the kills himself, up to 29 kills. 31 now. He's mashing the poor gobbos. They're slowly starting to push out of the gate now. These gobbos over here not having a fun time against the Longbeards. Longbeards have been racking up the kills. Not that that's right. They're just gobbos. Big whoop. And these gobbos up here have been stuck fighting the Thane, who's apparently not going to run. So because Thorgrim's here, he is really shoring up that morale. These guys will die to the last. Thorgrim and Grimgor meet. They're going to be smacking each other around now, but that does mean we are going to start doing significant damage to Thorgrim. He's managed to rack up 41 kills, but against the Crimson Killers and Grimgor, he's not going to be able to hold on for very long. We're going to try and push out because our units attacking up the hill here have been wiped out, and this Arachnarok Spider is looking a little bit worse for wear. It managed to break out of the gate by itself, but it's being shot at by the cannons and artillery. And it has broken itself. We need to get up this hill and deal with this artillery as quickly as possible because it is it's doing quite a lot of damage. This organ gun's racked up 214 kills. Thorgrim continuing to fight, but he's looking a bit low on health. Grimgor's just chilling at the back here for a little while. He is exhausted though. Bless him. He'll sleep tonight.
Attack the kids!
Skarsnik's managed to break through from the gate here. He's going to try and use his prodder. He's managed to rack up 45 kills. That's pretty good. The monsters trying to make their way up the hill. Slowly getting there. Thorgrim looking a little bit worse for wear now. Down to almost 1,000 health. Going to try and make a run for it. But he's been utterly surrounded by Crimson Killers. Imagine his throne bearers having a bit of difficulty getting good footage amongst the corpses of their fellows. That Grimgor decided he's finally coming back to the fight to lend his support. It's a little bit of a breather. Just caught his breath. And Thorgrim, boop, there you go. Grimgor gives him a boop on the nose and Thorgrim's down. And with that, the last few units at the gate, well in fact we had to wipe them out because there we go. There was four Iron Breakers still left, but as soon as Thorgrim goes down they finally break and run. That's going to cause a bit of a morale shock to the rest of the army. That should make things a little bit easier for us. Skarsnik was just poked his head above the parapet and almost got it shot off by the organ cannon. Large numbers of nasty skulker and biggen bodies. With all the units at the gate now dead, we can now charge up the hill with everything we've got. So a few units defending the city centre here. There's a bolt thrower, some longbeards, more longbeards, a couple of units of longbeards and some artillery and some gyrocopters. Now there's a big blob of units now heading on down to our right here. Sly and Little Graham have arrived. They should be able to help. I mean, they're both pretty beefy, and they're going to charge in. Backed up by eventually by some night goblins. Most of the night goblins on the walls here, just watching things unfold. Looks like the Crimson Killers and Grimgore are going to have to deal with that themselves. The rest of our army is going to come charging into the city centre and break through their lines. Take out those cannons. They've been doing a lot of damage. Bob over here. Crimson Killer's charging out 315 kills, and Grimgore's in the back there. He's tired though, so you know, give him a break. Crimson Killers continue their murder spree, racking up the kills so quickly. Look at that! They're just mincing them. Grimgore finally comes in. Not surprising. Most of the dwarves run away. The only ones that don't are the Slayers, and that's because they're basically insane.
Attack the kids!
Bring the throne to the Grovey Horde!
Our hold will be free of Grovey felt!
Do not shame your ancestors! Run! Mark this day in the book!
Slaughter!
With those last few dwarves fleeing off into the distance, chased by Grimgore. We've managed to take the city, although it was a little bit bloody. Okay, well we took quite a few losses there, but I don't think we lost anything. No, they're all fine. Even the big uns. And the Crimson Killers racked up 411 kills. Holy crap. Okay, I really want... Do I sack it? Yeah, you know what, I'm going to sack it.
Get going!
Because I want the monies. And Grimgore has got Grudge Killer, which is going to increase our research rate and all that kind of good stuff.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
Right, Skarsnik, can we now occupy that? Yeah, we'll just occupy it.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks.
That has cleared out most of the buildings, but on the other hand, it has given us a crapload of money as well. And who doesn't love money? So, I mean, this province is so out of the way, it's a bit of a backwater, so we'll just go with money building stuff. Now let's... we can move out. Grimgore, can you move in? That'll give you a little bit more replenishment, I think. Not an awful lot, though. Can we send the Wars after that, just to keep them busy? Because otherwise I'll just start raiding my own territory, and I don't really want them to do that. Right, so that's Thorgrim down. Thorgrim's dead. I mean, you know, until he obviously pops back up, which he no doubt will do eventually. Let's get these Skarsnik ball pens. That should be fine. I don't want the Skarsnik's fighting pit there. I mean, I don't necessarily need it right this minute. And otherwise, looking pretty good. Money is back to a good level. So we've got 10-ish turns before we'd run out of cash at the moment. And actually, the amount we're spending has actually dropped quite considerably. So that's good. Lovely. Okay, but we are running out of time, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.